Welcome everybody. Today is Tuesday, January 7th. This is Kings of the Clubhouse. Big Kriegs, Tommy Zachary here. We are back with our second episode of the revamped show. So we're just going to get right into it, short and sweet. First of all, we want to welcome you guys back. Thank you for joining in, as always. We would also like to say a couple people pointed out there was a little bit of an audio issue. First time back into things, so we started our recordings at different times, so it made the audios weird, essentially.
Working out the kinks.
Yeah, working out the kinks. We should be all good this time. Shouldn't have any other issues, but with that being said, we're just going to hop right into it. So we just finished. It's about 11:15. We just finished the premiere of Monday Night Raw's first show on Netflix. And I think we can confidently say it was just bangers all the way around.
All the way through.
All the way through. Every way that it was great. It was a great show.
Rock opened. They did new. Triple H opened. But then we got The Rock. And this is a new era. Both of them kind of did, which it does feel like it. We have brand new, like something never been done, an arena that was crazy. And then that arena, like, I'm not talking about just people, but like that arena itself is insane.
Oh, it was crazy. I mean, I said it when we were just watching it together. I was like, dude, some of the camera work in here is nuts. Like, awesome. It's crazy.
The show was sweet.
Oh, everything just was literally to a T. The graphics, just promoting next week. I even told him, you know, I'm liking that they're doing like the UFC type of deal with, you know, showing superstars in the crowd watching. I know it was like a premiere night, so there was a lot more superstars than usual.
Probably will just be this a one-time thing, but
right, it was cool to see that.
So Rock opened, then we had Solo versus Roman for the Ulu Fala. Roman won. There's tons of interference. We have KO, Cody.
The rest of the bloodline.
Yeah, the rest of the bloodline. Sammy. Jimmy. Yeah, it was.
Yeah, it was crazy. It was jam packed.
It was a great match, though. Rock did come out afterwards and anointed Roman the tribal chief once again. So it's not kind of where we thought things were going to go with The Rock and Roman, but there's still. I mean, we'll see.
No, I definitely thought I think everyone kind of knew The Rock was going to come back, especially with how much ownership he has now in the show. So it was kind of rumored, it was kind of known that he was coming back. I thought they were going to do the Rock versus Roman thing and have them do the Wheel of Fire at WrestleMania and like start that, but like they seem to be going elsewhere, and there's been reports and stuff that basically WWE has a set plan of what they want to do, and then it's just kind of up to The Rock of when he wants to come in and change it if he wants to.
Right.
So
then that hopped into Cena making an appearance, came out, addressed the crowd. Basically said he's all hands on deck this last run. He did. I would say he officially announced himself for Royal Rumble.
Yep, I think we can agree with that.
He didn't come out and say, "Hey, I'm in the Royal Rumble. I'm entering myself." But
right.
what he did say, yeah, he'll probably be the first entrant into the Royal Rumble. I can see him winning. That'd be awesome.
Yeah.
And then take on Gunther or Cody for the title at Mania. Whoever's got it.
Right. Yeah, they're really pushing this KO and Cody thing.
Yeah.
And I could see them Cody losing it, or KO losing it to Cody, or Cody losing it to KO, then KO losing it to Randy because of what he did to Randy, and then Randy and Cena at Mania.
That'd be awesome.
That would be nuts.
I'd be here for that. And then Rhea won the title back from Liv. Banger of a match. It wasn't as good as the other ones, but it's still a good match.
Yeah, it was definitely the least.
One of them had to be.
Yeah, one of them had to be on the lower tier of it, and that one was the one. But it was still a great match. Yep. And then we got a appearance from The Undertaker. Kind of just drove around on his...
Made an appearance, make an appearance, basically.
Yeah. Drove around, then stopped with Rhea and threw up his fist, and that was kind of that.
We did have a segment backstage with American Made and Gable. Said he wants the best luchador LWO has to offer, which obviously we've seen the Penta graphics. So you can assume that would be Penta versus Chad Gable next week, which would be freaking awesome. I'm looking forward to him in WWE. We'll see what he does. That first Trace Marrow is going to hit like crack.
Yeah, I'm excited to see him. I haven't watched a whole lot of him.
Yeah,
I've
you
kind
haven't
of
seen
made
him too much.
no. I've made myself a little more familiar with him now that they've been teasing the last couple of weeks and months, really. So, but I'm excited to see what he does. He especially like with someone who's very
Gable,
good
yeah.
at like technically at like wrestling with like Gable. I think it's gonna be really good.
And then we had two more things for Raw: Jey Uso versus Drew. Jey won on a roll up, which kind of fitting. Doesn't fully end that rivalry. Gives it a little bit something else, which Drew's never seemed to be one and done or two and done. It's normally like 3-4 months of fighting.
Yeah.
But that was another good match. And then we had the main event, Punk versus Rollins, which was just all these matches were pay-per-view worthy. PLE.
Yeah,
worthy.
absolutely. The CM Punk Seth Rollins match was everything that you wanted to see with like between their rivalry, and I think it'll cement it for now. They'll go their separate ways and do whatever they need to do, and then they'll revisit it down the road. I'm sure again before CM Punk takes his last strong.
For a title,
Yeah, it'll be for a title.
But with that, we'll hop into the next section, Week 18, and then we'll do a slight playoff preview. Obviously, we'll fully dive into that on Friday's episode before the games start. Week 18, Denver clinched the final playoff spot in the AFC.
Congratulations.
Thank you. About time. 9 whole years without a playoff berth.
Are you going to congratulate me too?
Congrats on your win against Green Bay and breaking all those streaks.
Thank you.
The road. Yeah.
I will tell you what, it is awesome to know that the Bears are 1-0 in 2025, and I'm going to hold that over I'm going to ride that for the next 200 days, baby. I'll tell you that.
So, Lions clinched the 1 seed, decimated. They died. The second half, they blew them out in the second half. So, it's Lions 1. We'll put the graphic on the screen. Lions 1, Eagles 2, Bucks are 3. Who's the 4 seed?
Rams. Vikings are 5.
Vikings 5.
Commanders
6. Packers 7. And then AFC.
Jesus Christ, BMO. Try jumping up here.
AFC, we got Chiefs, Bills. It's not the...
Chiefs, Bills, Ravens.
Texans.
Chargers.
Steelers. Broncos.
Yep.
Like I said, I'll put the graphic up on the screen. It's a little bit easier.
That's going to be a shit show, just people listening to. Sorry about that. Anyways, like you said, we're not going to dive too much into it. Just going to kind of put the graphic up, talk about it a little bit. It's scary for the Vikings. I think they're going to be one and done just because of that performance. Yep. I guess we'll save more for Friday. Big news, obviously we're recording on Monday, this is coming out on Tuesday, but Black Monday, as always, lots of firings. Doug Peterson got canned. They canned, who else did they can?
Jared Mayo got canned.
Yep, yesterday. Jared Mayo got canned yesterday. So that leaves those two, the Bears, the Jets, and the Saints all open right now. It's kind of going to be said that Mike Vrabel's going to be the Pats coach. I think we can both agree with that, right?
Yeah.
The real surprising thing, the two big things, the Jags didn't fire their GM. It was almost certain that they were going to fire their GM because he has not been good with the last two coaches and has kind of just not been a good GM. That was kind of surprising that they didn't fire him. And then I'm also kind of surprised that Antonio Pierce kept his job in Las Vegas, just because Tom Brady said a couple weeks ago that he was going to have point in helping make football moves and stuff like that. And I think that was kind of writing on the wall. But
I think they gave him the benefit of the doubt of they had no quarterback.
yeah,
They got rid of their best receiver, their best offensive weapon. They weren't a dumpster fire like some of the other teams that fired their coaches. So
right.
I think they gave him that's the epitome of benefit of the doubt. I think if they don't improve next year, then yeah, he'll be gone. He
Yeah,
might be halfway through the season firing.
yeah. I think he still has the locker room a lot, which helps. But once that goes, it's going to be quick. Yeah,
Yep.
I'm curious to see what they're going to do because they're not high enough to where they can draft a quarterback, and you kind of already got two bridge guys in Garner and Aiden O'Connell. So like,
They
what do you
can,
really
but it's
do?
probably not the one they want.
Right. I guess with that said, my only thing is, please, George McCaskey, whatever the fuck you do, give Ben Johnson a blank check and let him come to the Bears and do whatever he wants. Please.
See how that works out.
Please.
Shift into quick little baseball news. Not many signings have happened. Um, I don't think any signings have happened since.
The Reds made that trade
Oh yeah, the Reds traded
for Gavin
Gavin
Lux
Lux tonight.
from the
There was
Dodgers.
rumors of them flipping him to the Yankees immediately, but that has not happened as of right now, as of us recording. But the other big news is Roki's team said that his decision will be made on January 20th,
Yeah,
which
so
is
we got 2 weeks.
days before his time's up. I think it's 7 days.
Yep. 2
So
weeks. So we got. It's going to be a long 2 weeks sitting and waiting. It kind of.
he's been holding up the rest of the starting pitcher market too. So.
Yeah, that's the only thing that I don't like is it's going to take another 2 weeks for any starting pitchers to sign anywhere or anyone to trade for anything, because these 6 teams are going to be fighting for them, and whoever misses out on them, they're going to try and make moves.
He could narrow it down though to more. It could be
Yeah.
3 teams by this time next week. So
Yeah.
we'll see. We'll keep tabs on that. See how that goes. Couple basketball things. NCAA. Kriegs can talk about his team.
Yeah, Michigan, they got, we're, like we said, we're just trying to kind of cover everything. So, dipping a little bit into the college basketball season. It's getting, into that time of year, going to be previewing for March and stuff. Michigan, first time ranked all year. Or, no, they were ranked before, but they lost. They are ranked number 24 now. They are going to UCLA, who's ranked 22. Late night game on Tuesday. The coach that they got there is really seeming to turn things around. I mean, it's culture, and they seem like those guys are playing hard. So it'll be exciting to see how they do. Like we said, we're just kind of dipping into it.
Yeah, number 24 versus number 22, which is a
Yeah.
Big Ten matchup and a top 25 matchup. And
Yeah.
then Thursday, we got Washington comes to Michigan State. State is now 18th in the AP poll. That's 8 p.m. on Thursday, which I'll be watching on keeping track of on my phone because I'll be watching the Orange Bowl.
Yeah.
But it's a tough conference game. Hopefully Michigan State continues to play well. They've looked good so far.
I'll tell you what. Obviously, the SEC has looked the best for basketball so far this year. They have a lot of teams that are looking really good. But don't sleep on the Big Ten. There are a lot of good teams in the Big Ten, especially with UCLA and USC coming. Like USC's had a better year than they were supposed to. It's exciting.
It's the Big Ten tournament's gonna be interesting.
Yeah, it'll be fun. March is going to be coming up before we know it.
But hop into our last talking points. Since this is before our next video, we will know by the time we are recording our next video for Friday that one team will be in the national championship. We've got the Orange Bowl, Penn State versus Notre Dame, 7:30 p.m. EST on Thursday night. I'm taking Notre Dame. Yeah, go Irish. I didn't think I'd ever come out of my mouth.
I know it's so. I just was with my brother this past weekend. Actually, he's a big Notre Dame fan, and I told him, I said, "Yeah, I'm pushing for you guys." And his wife was over there, and we were all hanging out with my sister and stuff. She's like, "Did I just hear you say that you're cheering for the Irish?" I said, "Yeah." She said, "Wow, it's a weird day today." I said, "Yeah, I know." But I'm pushing for Notre Dame. I don't want Ohio to win, and I think they're going to beat Texas. I do. Ohio's just. I think Notre Dame has the best shot of shutting down Ohio.
I
So
agree.
we'll by like Zach said, when we record next,
We'll have
it'll
our first
probably
team in the
be
title game.
it'll be after the Orange Bowl, so we'll know about it. We'll talk about it. But we're going for Notre Dame. Hopefully, James Franklin pisses down his leg like he always does.
Yeah, I'm right there with you. Should be a good game. And then we've got Friday's episode. We'll have a lot more. We've got a whole weekend of NFL playoffs. We
Yeah,
got 2 college football semifinal games. It's a lot. Um,
it's going to be a great weekend for football. A lot of
yep.
football. Well, not a
Right.
lot of football, but a lot of good football.
We got college football Thursday, Friday, and then we got NFL Saturday, Sunday, Monday.
Yep,
Looking forward to it. But with that being said, if you don't got anything, I don't got anything.
I do not. Thank
Appreciate
you
you
for
guys.
watching.
Yeah, hanging out with us. You made it this far. Drop a like, comment, subscribe. Greatly appreciate it. Helps grow the channel. Appreciate the love so far on the first video. Like I said, we apologize for the audio issues. Should be fixed this time. Greatly appreciate you guys, and we will catch you in the next one.